to put Devin Haney in the Hall of Fame today, if he retired today. The resume is the resume, period.
Yes.
But I can't call him a great fighter.
Why not? You can't call him a great fighter?
Because
of how he's doing it?
He has one great win in his career. Where on that night he was a great fighter. I thought he lost the fight, but it was a close fight against Vasily Lomachenko.
Okay. Right.
That was a great fighter on that night. Now he has legitimate Ring Magazine championships now. And what is this, his third?
No. He was just ring champ at lightweight where he was undisputed.
Right. This is the problem with the way boxing is scored and boxing.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, and I'm back at y'all with another one. Y'all know my slogan. Stupidity is contagious. Let me say it again. Stupidity is contagious. Max Kellerman just told the world that undefeated 3-division world champion, former undisputed lightweight, former WBC junior welterweight, and now WBO welterweight world champion, superstar boxer, Devin "The Dream" Haney, who is now 33 wins, no losses, no draw, 15 wins by way of knockout, is a Hall of Famer, but not a great fighter. Again, stupidity is contagious. He says that Devin Haney had one great fight against one of the greatest fighters in boxing history. He showed up and had a great performance. But that's the only time. That's when you're supposed to show up. Muhammad Ali had lackluster outings and performances against lesser competition, but against the best competition, he showed up. That's what makes him a legend. When he went to the UK and got dropped and almost lost before he fought Sonny Liston in what was supposed to be a stay busy, active tune-up type fight. Then he come back and dominate Sonny Liston. So you say he's not a legend because he only showed up against the best? Make it make sense. That's number one. He's talking about Vasily Lomachenko, who is a 2-time Olympic gold medalist, a 3-division champion, and a former unified lightweight. Well, Devin Haney's resume is better than Lomachenko's, who Max Kellerman praises. I'm going to say it again. Devin Haney's resume is better than Vasily Lomachenko's, who Max Kellerman praises. And Devin Haney beat Lomachenko himself. Now, he goes on to say he thought Lomachenko won the fight in a close fight, but Devin Haney had a great performance. I didn't think Lomachenko won the fight. Devin Haney won the first 6 rounds. Clearly, it's only 12 rounds in a fight. So you trying to tell me you can't find a round or two to give to Devin Haney after round 6? Because I thought he won round 7 as well. And he clearly won 12. And I can count. You can't make a case that Lomachenko won more than 1 round in the first 7 rounds. Everybody talk about what he did in 8, 9, 10, and 11. But what about 1 through 7? What about the 12th round? Not to mention, he praises Lomachenko as a great fighter. But Lomachenko's arguably his biggest win, the biggest name opponent that he has on his record, on his resume, is a fight that I thought, and you can make a case, he lost against Mr. Gary Russell Jr., where he won a majority decision. And if they count the knockdown, Gary Russell wins the fight. So you can make a case that Lomachenko lost that fight. Now, let's look at who Lomachenko fought after that. Kambosos, who Devin Haney beat twice in Australia for undisputed. So we got to eliminate him. Jermaine Ortiz. Richard Comey. Nakatani. Teofimo Lopez. who he lost to. Luke Campbell, Anthony Crolla, Jose Pedraza, after Tank Davis already beat him, Jorge Linares, who Devin Haney also beat, and Jorge Linares dropped Lomachenko. Now, he did stop Jorge Linares, but Devin Haney is not a knockout artist, right? He dropped, people talk about Devin Haney getting rocked, but he dropped Lomachenko as well, right? Then he beat Guillermo Rigondeaux, who jumped up multiple weight classes. Okay, that's a great win. Miguel Mariaga, Jason Sosa, Nicholas Walters, Roman Martinez, Ramudo Suka, Rodriguez, Takatoon, Gary Russell, and he lost to Orlando Salido. But this is a guy who Max Kellerman praises as a great fighter. Show me one guy on that resume that you would favor over Devin Haney, including Lomachenko his damn self. So how you going to say Devin Haney ain't a great fighter, but you put him in the Hall of Fame? But you, no doubt, not even second guessing, put Lomachenko in the Hall of Fame and say he's a great fighter. Based off of what? Because this level of opposition that he faced, Teofimo Lopez been running from Devin Haney for years. He beat Kambosos, who beat Teofimo Lopez. He went to Australia and beat him twice for undisputed. He beat Regis Rougarou Prograis, who was the second best fighter at 140 behind Josh Taylor. Dropped him and dominated him. He beat what was seen to be the best welterweight in the world today's time in Brian Norman Jr., dropped him and dominated him. He beat Lomachenko. Check the first 7 rounds. He won 6-1, maybe 7-0. Everybody clamors about the action-packed 8, 9, 10, and 11. Yeah, those was big dramatic fight rounds for Lomachenko. But then he lost round 12, and Lomachenko admitted he lost round 12. He beat Jorge Linares convincingly. Just like Lomachenko. Lomachenko stopped Jorge Linares, but he got dropped. Devin Haney got rocked by him, but he won every single round. What's the difference? A win is a win is a win. They both dominated Jorge Linares. But Max Kellerman will praise Vasyl Lomachenko. Make it make sense. He goes out his way to try to discredit Floyd Mayweather, talking about Floyd Mayweather is not a 4-division lineal champion because when he fought Canelo Alvarez, it was a catchweight. Well, Canelo Alvarez asked for the catchweight. He still was the champion. He still was the best fighting division, and there was no rehydration clause, and Floyd taxed that ass. Period. Don't tell me about technicalities because it was only 2 pounds. The fight was at 152 with no rehydration clause. So it might as well have been at 154. And Canelo was only 23 years old. He was a young man. It wasn't like he was an old man that struggled to make weight. And he had fought at 147 already. It's abundantly clear he has a type. Because again, listen to how he praises Lomachenko. He'll never tell you that Lomachenko going into the Hall of Fame, but ain't a great fighter. But I just ran down the resumes to you, right? Now make that make sense. It ain't Devin Haney's fault Teofimo Lopez lost to George Kambosos, got dropped by Kambosos in his backyard. Kambosos took his belts back to Australia, and Devin Haney had to go across the pond and bring the belts back. And not once, but he did it twice. Not to mention he beat Joseph Jojo Diaz, Jorge Linares, and Yuriorkis Gamboa as well. Had knockout of the year over Zaire Abdullayev. So what we talking about? And he beat Lomachenko. He beat Regis Prograis. He beat Brian Norman, and he beat Jose Ramirez, who's a unified champion. But Max will praise Lomachenko. Make it make sense. Again, he talk about, well, he showed up great against Lomachenko, but I thought he lost. Well, Lomachenko showed up great against Gary Russell, and I thought he lost. Now what? Because they count the knockdown as they should have, Gary Russell wins that fight. And Lomachenko already lost to Orlando Salido. But I bet you Max will start talking about technicalities, talking about the weight again. Nasty work. And that's all I got for y'all. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. It's your boy Blue signing off. I'm gone. Peace.